What's up, fam? I know y'all like, what in the hell has she been? This girl has been on her grind. Do you hear me? It's been almost like 7 weeks, going on 8 weeks. Um, the last video I had posted for you guys, I was actually at CDL school, and now it's time to update y'all post CDL school. So, the school I went to, of course, was in my area, not too far from here. And I did the 4 weeks, which was full time, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. And that was 160 hours. You could not miss a minute. If you were to miss a minute, you have to wait until the next class to make that minute up. So let's just say this is the second week of class and you're a minute late on Wednesday. You have to wait for the next 4-week class to start. And on that second week of the next 4-week course, you have to make up literally a minute. That's how strict they were. They were really, really on top of time. And with my classmate, a lot of people did miss like 2 days. I think they kick you out if you miss 3 days. Luckily, I had missed 1 hour, and I missed 1 hour because I had to go to the DMV to take off the manual restriction that was on my permit, which, yeah, we'll get to that as well. So, I guess I can kind of start with the overall gist of the class. If I had to score this school based on the 5-star system, I would give them a 1. I give the school a 1 because I have this thing where the trucking industry, of course, a lot of people know it is considered, quotation, a male-dominated field. So with females coming in, taking on those roles and doing pretty much what the guys are doing, some guys can feel intimidated. Some men, they just don't like it. And I feel like it was different situations where things were said that was either inappropriate, or inappropriate. And instead of them taking care of the situation, they just laugh it off. And I feel like that was not cool. I don't like that. In my class, it was only, including me, 4 females. So it was maybe 4 females and maybe 10 dudes. And that's just class. We had 3 instructors. They were all male. So, one instructor was rude. Nobody liked him. And I'm a empath. Is that what we call empath? Whatever they call it, empath. And I can kind of sense when somebody is going through some things. And when he would, come off so strong and yelling and just being loud, and people are snapping back at him like, you're not gonna talk to me no type of way. I definitely understand that. With anybody, you should show respect because, you should receive respect. If you want respect, you show respect type of thing. But he was just so nasty. I mean, like, cussing. He didn't even know his left from his right. So he's telling us to go left when he really means the right. And it just was a lot. And something told me he wasn't feeling good. I said, this man doesn't feel good. Because there's no way you can come to work or even apply for a job that you hate that much, but you still show up and show how much you hate that job. So probably in the last week of school, that's when the lead teacher told us that, he thought that he possibly had cancer. And I said that. I said, yo, this guy is like really coming off. So one day I actually pulled him to the side because he did snap on me one day, and I had to pull him to the side like, look, let me tell you something. Like, we are all students here. This is new to us. I said, I understand it could be frustrating sometimes, but you signed the paperwork to do this job and to teach us how to maneuver these big ass trucks. So you can't be coming off like that at everybody. Like, you just gotta take a breather. Like, walk to the side. He's from New Jersey or New York. It was between those two. So you could tell he had that roughneck status with him, and literally I did not ever have any issues with him after I pulled him to the side. And I wasn't nasty to him, even though he was nasty to me. I wasn't nasty to him, but I did let him know, you not gonna talk to me that way, and you need to figure out a coping mechanism where you can go in the corner, get your little breathing on, and come back and try again. The other teacher, to me, he came off as a pervert. I'm gonna just straight up say he came off as a pervert. One of those guys where he just don't take no as an answer. I did not experience that with him, but I know some females that actually did experience that. And it was to the point where he was trying to meet some females outside of class to work on whatever they needed to work on, when I'm thinking in my head, well, how the hell he gonna help you if he ain't got no truck himself? So, you know, it was little stuff like that. And if you said something, nobody did anything. They just laughed it off like, oh, it's normal. And it's not normal. It's very disrespectful, and that should not, that behavior should not be in that type of setting, period. It should be dead. My other teacher, which I consider the lead teacher or whatever, the person that was in charge, he was pretty cool. Like, don't get on his bad side, because he definitely was a beast when it came to that. He didn't tolerate disrespect. You know, if you needed help, he helped pull you, you know, pull him to the side, tell him you needed help. You know, he would help you. He was pretty straightforward. But other than that, that is the personalities of the 3 instructors that we had teaching us for those 4 weeks. As in the actual work, we did like videos. There wasn't really a lot of book work. The most book work that we did was learning how to read a map and doing a paper ELD log every day to turn in and whatnot. It was not hard at all. With their tests, they pretty much go over the test and the answers before they give it to you. So it was just no way. I think my average in class was like a 96. Yeah, I ended like a 96A for my tests and quizzes. They literally give you the answers before the test. So if you failed, something was not right. My class was just a little bit different in the sense of classmates. Like I said, it was 4 females and about 10 dudes. We lost maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we ended up losing 4 guys. Majority, probably 90% of our class, it was maybe, hold on, 3, 4. So 4 of us were regular students. The other half of the class, they were through a city program. So that means they worked for the city, and they were just pretty much getting a license to, I guess, I'm assuming, drive city trucks or upgrade in whatever department that they're in. They were there for that. So their terms and conditions was a little bit different than ours, but they learned the same thing we did. Every single day we were out in the field. I do not like being out in that field because I felt like there was no pavement. It was dirt, just dirt. And for some reason, those 4 weeks, it rained a lot. We were in the rain. It was to the point where they had to take the Class B bus out to the range and literally park the bus so we have something to sit in and wait until it was our turn to practice backing up or parallel parking, whatever we were doing. And I did not like that. Like, I felt like if we could have been on like even surface, I could have backed up way better than what I was doing. It was just dips and all. So you gets to backing up, your trailer starts drifting soon as you put it in reverse because it's just going through a little dip. Then you gotta bring it back and may hit another dip. It was just, I did not like it. I did not like it. I feel like I did do good. I did decent enough on my backing. We were taught in 100% manual. I don't like manual. I will actually make a separate video on manuals and how I feel about manuals. I don't like manuals. And I'll tell you my number one reason why I did not prefer manuals. I don't prefer manuals because if you're going to teach someone how to drive that type of commercial vehicle, you have to be patient, because a lot of us had never even touched a manual in our life. So everybody learns on a different level and at a different speed. Some are faster than others. They can catch on to it. Others, it's going to take a little longer. And I don't think they took that into consideration. So that's why a lot of arguing was going on as well, with students versus teachers. So I don't like manuals. Like, I feel like if I am driving that big of a vehicle on these highways, interstates, whatever, I want to focus on my driving. Let me focus on staying in the lane. Why I gotta focus? I forget what I said 20 seconds ago. So how am I gonna remember what gear I was in? Like, goddamn, am I in 7th or am I in 3rd? See, I messed that up. Am I in 7th or am I in 2nd? Is the splitter up? Okay, I'm in 7th. Okay. Damn, you coming to a damn red light. Let me downshift. Oh, God. You want to downshift it? We were supposed to downshift to 5. From like 9, 10. Nope. It just did not work for me. I got it to the point where I could pass my test, and that was that. Because I already knew when I come out in this field, whoever hired me or whatever I decided to do, it had to be automatic. It's just not for me. Now, like I said, them old heads and unks, they know what they're doing with the manuals. That's who probably need to be teaching me how to drive a manual, because they just weren't really in depth the way I feel when it came to manual. But I know the main components. I know where my gears are. I know where my neutral is. I know how the clutches are and stuff. It's just my speed. You gotta shift. And I'm like, no. Hold on, wait. Do I really want to go to 7th? Because I know it's a stop sign coming up. So if I stay in 6th, all I got to do is downshift to 5. It just, so yeah. I would say that out of everything, that was my weakness. That was my number one weakness, was those gears. I can, figure out the backing up, but when it came to them gears, no. Just put me in an automatic. Let me do what I do. So, yes. So far, we have been out of class. I've been out of class for a month. So, I've been out of class for 4 weeks. It is still some people, like I told you, making up time because they have to wait whatever week they had missed in our class for this class so they can make that time up. And they're still trying to get tested out. So far, I know in my class so far, only 3 have tested out, graduated, got a job. My homeboy, he already had a job. His job pretty much paid for him to go to school so he can upgrade his truck. He was doing like the moving company with the box trucks. So now he's doing like the moving of military families. Sorry. He moves military families. So now he has the semi with the trailer. The whole, shebang for that. So he's in Florida, Mississippi, Texas, like he's all over and whatnot. He's enjoying it. My other girl that was in the class with me, she just got hired at Budweiser. So today was actually her first day. I'm waiting for her to call me so that we can catch up. I want to see, how it is there so far for her. It was a friend of mine that was in the class before us. He is with a company as well, I think from Missouri. Don't get me lying. But he had a reckless driving on his record. So it was a lot of companies that just were not down to hire him as a recent grad, and he had to go with what he could go with. So he's been gone for about, I would say about 6 weeks, 4 weeks. No, maybe 4 weeks. He's been gone about 4 or 5 weeks. And he said he's just literally driving. He's with the trainer right now. He's just driving. I don't even think he's been home to reset. He's just been resetting wherever they are. I know he's been in California so far, coming back to Virginia. Like, it's a lot. But he said, he's doing what he got to do so he can get with another company eventually. Yeah, because everybody else worked for Hampton, city of Hampton. So they already had jobs. They just went back to their jobs and either, drove a different vehicle or whatever. They got set up out Hampton. I'm trying to think what else. So pretty much I'm getting to the end where would I recommend CDL school? I do recommend CDL school. Nothing is going to be perfect, which we already know that. But you want to do your research and you want to make sure that you have somebody that's going to teach you safety. Safety is a priority in the trucking field. You cannot get out here and just be dragging that damn tractor and not watching that trailer. Like, you going to hurt something or somebody. Speeding and things of that nature. Like, you really got to watch the road. You got to watch people around you, your surroundings, because that all comes into play with driving these vehicles. A lot of people get discouraged very quick. I had one girl, she was discouraged as hell, okay? She's still not, don't get me lying, but I don't think she's back yet, because she missed like maybe a day or two, like our 3rd or 4th week. So she's not going to be able to test out to possibly next week or the week after that. So I don't know. Well, the days that I went back to practice, she didn't show up for practice. So I was scared too. Like, this ain't this is cool. No, driving a truck is scary. Okay, that thing can kill someone. It can kill you. So she really had a hard time and was discouraged. She said that out her mouth. They discouraged me. And I told her, you can't let them discourage you. You have to show them that you're there for a reason. And you're going to complete that course. No matter how long it take her, you're going to complete the course. So, I'm hoping that she does go back. I did talk to her. She had congratulated me on passing my CDL class and getting my CDL. And when I asked her about her, she disappeared. So, you have those people. And I feel bad because it's like, damn, girl, just get out there and do it. Like, I didn't want to back up. I hate backing up. And I hate backing up because also another thing, with 3 different teachers, you get 3 different answers. So you ask one question, all 3 of them saying something different. And you're like, okay, wait, hold on. And before you know it, you're kind of coming up with your own answer. Just merging all 3 answers into one to what works best for you. So, yeah, I have been looking for jobs. I'm going to make another video updating the jobs that I have looked at in my area, because I do not want to go OTR. I want to stay local because my family is here, my kids is here. I'm not ready to go OTR. Now, granted, yeah, I can leave their asses and definitely go OTR, but I'm just really not trying to. I feel like with the information that I have retained from different companies, calling them, emails and stuff, and applying, I can make the same money local. It's just who you know and who you talk to. Like, you really got to have a good talk game. And I've definitely put myself in a position to be able to apply for some things that I know I don't qualify for. That's just pretty much what it is. But because I told them, like, a lot of these companies are not hiring us, and I understand why they don't hire us. So I'm going to do another video on that too. But in the meantime, yes, please, if this is your sign, enroll in CDL school. Take your time. Take your time. Make sure you're reading the information. You are listening. You are asking questions. Do not just sit there and they done told you something and you're confused. No. Ask them. Look, I don't know what the hell that mean. I don't know what the hell that mean. Can you repeat it? Or I'm just not understanding what you're saying. Like, can you show me? Because that pre-trip, that was my nerve breaker too. Because I don't even, like I told you, I don't even know the parts of my car. All I know is the tires, the steering wheel, the trunk, the hood. I don't know nothing about no trucks and no slack adjusters. Air compressors, air governors, you know. That's it. Like, look, I done forgot the pre-trip already, but still, like, it's a lot. You have to come up with the way that's going to help you learn it, because you have to know it. You have to know it. You have to know it. When I took my test, luckily I had a great teacher, and I know he probably was like, this girl ain't even pointing to the right thing, but I knew it was in that area. Like, I know if I put the stick down here, I know it's going to lead out, that's going to lead out to my brake drum, my brake line. And, like, I knew those parts connected. My steering rod, like, universal bolt. Like, I knew that stuff. I had to come up with my own way. You already know the outside of the truck's pretty simple with your lights, your reflectors, the trailer itself, making sure your tape, your airline stuff. That stuff is simple, but you want to really get your end cab too. I literally had to break my end cab down to pieces. Because with us, I don't know if it's different, but with us, we could not miss one thing in the end cab. You can miss 30 things or something like that on the outside, but you could not miss nothing in that end cab inspection. So I had to break it down in an order that I was able to memorize it to make sure I wouldn't miss anything, and I did good on that. So, yes, please, get your CDLs. Get your CDLs. It's life-changing. It was challenge. I feel like I challenged myself in a positive way, and I did something that I never thought that I would do. Like, this was some spur of the moment stuff. Like, oh, I'm gonna get my CDL. Believe me, I have never thought about it on CDL because I was already driving box trucks. So it was like, I don't need no CDL. Like, no, I'm not about to do that. So now that I have it, I feel like it did open up more opportunities for me. And I can look at different avenues, and I can, request a higher pay than what I was getting with the box truck. So I'm just weighing my options at this moment to see what it is exactly I want to do. That's why I say I'm gonna make another video with like the jobs and stuff, what areas to look in, the companies that came to see us. Like, we had a company like twice a week that came to see us. Nobody that I know of went to any of those companies. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep you updated. Definitely, if you can, follow me on TikTok, because I like to go live, and I'm trying to get 1,000 followers on my TikTok, which is, let me see, because I always forget the name. I will definitely have that below, because I forgot the name. So, yes, if you can, if you're on TikTok, please come on, follow me on TikTok, man. I want to go live, and I want to start talking about the different things that people go through in the trucking industry. Like I said, I've actually been doing logistics for about 7 years. So, when it comes to warehousing, transportation, box trucks, and now I'm in the semi-league. So, like, I'm trying to put all this together, and whatever knowledge I have, I'm throwing it out there, and it's going to help someone, or if it doesn't help that person can send the information to somebody else. But definitely, I'm going to link my TikTok. Please follow me. I'm going to start posting more videos and being more regular, because I had to, like, take a breather. Like, I was choking those 4 weeks. It was like, don't breathe. You couldn't do nothing. It was strictly truck. Every day, truck. On the weekends, I would go study either at the school or I would go study with my friend. He has his own truck. I had to get my CDLs. Like, it was no going back, making up time, or failing something. No, I had to get it. So that was me challenging myself, and I'm glad that I overcame that. But yes, follow my TikTok. I'm gonna start going live. I'm gonna start uploading some information regarding the pre-trip. A lot of people have a hard time with the pre-trip, so I'm going to make a template the way that I broke mine down, so that can possibly help someone else. And it's going to be a PDF, so you'll be able to print it. And yeah, if you have any questions, anything, please comment at the bottom. You know how I feel. Hit that like button. Please hit the subscribe button. I'm here, the YouTube platform. I also have my trucking group on Facebook, which is called Pretty Mother Truckers. Look, I be about to say the real word. No, it's called Pretty Mother Truckers. We are definitely gonna come up on top. You know, I love teaching. I wish I could just go teach a CDL, because I feel like I could teach better than what they were taught us, at least the book portion. But yeah, I really love teaching. I love researching. I love the knowledge. So I'm definitely trying to throw a lot of that out there with being a female, because, you know, we in our own lane. These dudes, they don't want no parts. And I be trying to tell them, come on, stop tripping. Like, you know you love us. So yes, please, before you leave, hit that like, hit that subscribe, leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on with you. You know, I haven't been up here in a while, so I have to upload all the videos that I got backed up on. So anyway, be safe, please. Trucker for life.